Hey, I thought I'd make this little video on this 1943B John Deere that I got from one of my family members, my uncle, in Macon, Michigan. This tractor's been in the family, I understand it, since about 1943. It was bought in Tecumseh, Michigan. Anyways, I was fortunate enough to acquire the tractor from my uncle and thought I'd run you through a little video on the restoration of the front half of this. We're not done with the back half yet, but we spent the last 5 or 6 weeks kind of restoring the front of this tractor. It did run when I got it 10 years ago, but it's sat here in the garage for about that time and never got really around to get it going, but finally did it this year, and I'll run you through a few things. One thing is the magneto was rebuilt, and I'm not an expert on these tractors, but I was capable of rebuilding it anyways. Very important to get your magneto rebuilt. The hood all came off, the gas tanks came off. This tractor has 2 gas tanks. One is for gasoline and one is for all fuel, and we'll show you on the other side in a minute what that's about. One thing that was real important was having a couple books for this tractor, the service manual and the parts manual. That was huge. That showed everything in detail so we could make sure it went back together halfway correct. We didn't do any show quality paint or anything else. This is just a general restoration. I did find out, and you can see here, that the fans came yellow. So we painted it yellow. And most everything we did to this tractor is pretty much original. We did have to replace this pipe. This has to be taken out of here and be brazed back in there. That's a little difficult. The radiator completely took out and rebuilt. And behind the radiator are a set of fins that open and close for heating and cooling. And that's this knob right here. And this knob here can be turned either way and it opens them fins up. As you can see, most of these screws are Phillips head. Those are correct to the tractor. A couple of them we lost, so we had to put hex bolts in them, but we're going to get them replaced. Muffler and everything else is original, and we'll go to the other side. These right here are the couple books that are handy. You get them on the internet, you can get them at the dealer, and so forth. Tells you everything you need to know. Piece of cake. We still got a lot of stuff we're going to do to it. Got to put some tubes in the tires up front, kind of restore the back half, and so forth. We did take off the air cleaner, which is an oil bath air cleaner. That's all been taken off and restored. Carburetor was 100% took off and sent down to Denny's carburetor and rebuilt. The fuel valve and the fuel bowl was all taken off, completely rebuilt. These vent lines, everything you see on the front of the tractor was taken off. We did not take the engine apart. This right here is where your valve train's at. We did take that off, clean that out, check the oil lines, and put it all back together, make sure it was clean. And I'm sure anybody rebuilding tractors knows that it has to be put back together clean. Clean is huge. It's got new spark plug wires on it. New spark plugs, which are correct. It had good compression, so really it was a pretty easy deal. The hood up here, as you can see, is kind of bent up and damaged. That's original stuff that happened, so we just left it alone. But in order to get the hood off, you've got to take all this nose cone, this front grille, steering shaft's got to come out, and then the hood and the gas tanks come off. So it's, you know, it's kind of one of them things where you want to have your buddy probably help you. My son helped me, which is 17 years old, Chad, and a couple of my buddies helped me, and we just did it right here in our home garage. So it's a hand start tractor. I'm not an expert, so don't be sending me any thing that I'm saying wrong, because I probably am saying some things wrong. But anyway, it's a hand start tractor. You raise up both these petcocks. These are right into the cylinders. One here. And there's one on this other side. So you open both them petcocks up to start the tractor. And you turn on your gas valve, which is located up on your dash. And you'll come around the back. You can come around the back there and see this. There's a gas valve right here. It's for gas, small tank, all fuel front tank, and then off. So as long as everything works, if you've got gas, compression, and spark, these things usually start pretty good. And we'll show you how to do that here real quick. We got probably, unfortunately, about 800 bucks into doing this, because the radiator had to be done, gas tanks were sent away and coated. So you can do it cheaper, I'm sure, and you can cost a lot more, I'm sure of that. But we got about 800 bucks in it plus our labor. So we're going to show you. You've got to half choke it, is what they say. Okay, and I got some rubber gloves here that I'll use. Carburetor, matter of fact, is set correctly. That's a big deal. And you crank this over until you get some fuel to come out these cylinders. Anyways, sometimes they'll start okay, and sometimes they give you a little trouble. Just depends. I'm not really used to starting a lot, but that's the basic idea of it. So, and it'll sit there and run like that as long as you want it to. And obviously you want to be really careful, kids or anybody else, not to stick their fingers in the fan or get hung up in the flywheel. But once it warms up a little, you can idle it right down. And generally they run pretty good. So hopefully it gives you a little bit of information on this, and family members can see the tractor run. Now, to shut this off, okay, you can use your throttle, I guess, okay, or shut this gas valve off over here, and that makes the tractor shut off. So it's pretty simple. There's no electric on this tractor except the magneto. This one here happened to come with no electric on it. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed what I showed you. We're going to finish up the back half this summer. A little painting, a little sandblasting, a little this, a little that. Okay, anyways, we're going to finish up the back of this in the summer. We live here in Michigan. We've been in the deep freeze for about 3 months, so we're not going to be working on this outside or finishing up in here. We'll do the rest of it this summer. Go through the oils in the back here, make sure everything's good, clean things out, and frankly, we're not tearing anything apart back here, so the back will be pretty easy. It's just really a clean up, prime it a little bit, paint it, get some new tires on it, fix the rims, and so forth. So anyways, I'll have my son go around the front, give you one last shot of it, and hopefully the family and everybody out there watching this we'll enjoy it. And once again, this was a 43B, bought in Tecumseh, Michigan. I understand right in 1943-44, so thanks for watching.